Hi guys, excuse me, welcome back to my channel. This is Cindy over at paper.old.new. As you can see, I have a mess on my desk. I'm going to move these. It is Thrifty Thursday, guys. As you know, at this point, I think, or if you're new, Thrifty Thursday is an open collab. I know that was a sneak peek. We're going to look at this in a minute. Hosted by Sheree. Sorry, hosted by Sheree over at Turquoise Dreaming. She runs this. Anybody can join. You can go over to her channel and check it out. I'll link it in the description box below, and you can go and see all of the cool things people are finding. Check out how to join yourself if you'd like, because it's a ton of fun. I mean, it's an easy video. If you're getting your channel started, it's an easy video. It's how I started. You shop, and then you come show everybody what you bought. Ton of fun. It's expensive, but it's a ton of fun. Although we are thrifting. Okay, this is an antique store haul, so kind of thrifty. I do try to look for bargains, but of course you have to it's an antique store, so you kind of have to, I don't know, kind of have to be lenient with what you call a bargain. We're always looking for cool ways to store ephemera. So this first thing I'm going to show you is just a couple of cigar boxes that I got. And these were not the cardboard kind. These were sorry about the rustling. These are the wooden ones. Now they're not the, as you can see by that, they were $2 a piece. I mean, they're not like the really nice wood ones. They're just regular. That says $160. I'm assuming for the box of cigars when it was full. Wow, cigars are expensive. Anyway. Yeah, so I really like these boxes. I'm probably gonna stain them, paint them, decorate them, and then line them, and I can put ephemera and stuff in them. I don't know why I'm opening all three. They're the same. Although the wood is a little different on each one. But yeah, so I got 3 of those. I want to say it was all he had. And of course, I haven't been in the antique shops in a while. I actually went because the antique store, I got some seam binding. These are all lace seam binding. So I got a wine colored lace, a light blue lace, and this kind of, I don't know, rust colored maybe, seam binding. There's a lady, she's actually at both of the antique. We have a big antique mall complex, and it's run all by one company. And she actually has a booth in more than one of the buildings, and it's set up with all kinds of sewing notions. So fabrics, trims, buttons, needle, you name it, she's got it. And she's got it all organized into little baskets. It's really nice to go in and look at her stuff. But anyway, so I got these seam bindings for just to have for some lace trim, which is funny considering the next thing I'm going to the big box of suitcase thing. She also had some buttons. Now, I'm not going to go through all the buttons, but I kind of want to pour them out and see what we got. Is that a button? It's a snap. So, some sort of fastener. Yeah, so there's some, that is a mirror. Or maybe not, I don't know. These are going to have to be cleaned up. That looks like a snap. Don't know what that is. So yeah, all kinds of cool buttons in here. Anyway, I never buy these button jars. Usually, this one was only $3.75. So yeah, I got that bottle of buttons, and then of course I couldn't leave them. I found some that weren't being sold for $5 a piece. I want to say $2 was the most expensive one I bought. I think they're all, this one was $1.50. I love it. The copyright on this one is 1972. No, 4th printing 1972, copyright 1959. And there's a few pen marks in it, I guess. That might be the only one, actually. I didn't notice any others. But like there were some that I left behind because of how much they were written in. And I think none of these... Yeah, none of these are like a Sesame Street or a Disney or like that. So, which was the other reason I bought. I've never seen this one before. This one is copyright 1953. It does not have a printing. It does, however, say 1976 to from. So I will assume that it's 1976. Richard Scarry. Okay, he's the one, or Scarry. Scary? Scarry. I don't know. He's the one that does the little monster books. Isn't he? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I thought this one was really cute. And of course, this was $1. Although it must have had a sticker on it. Some of them had stickers and some of them were written in the front. I got another copy of Tootle. I figure when I do the Tootle one that I already... This one was $1. When I do the Tootle one that I already have, I will do them at the same time and make more than one. It's a good way to do multiple journals. This is... I'm pretty sure I have a small version of this book. So I thought it would be kind of fun to take them both apart and combine them somehow. I don't know. That was my thought, and I think this was $1. So here it is, guys. The Mother Goose. Remember the one that had the big gold sticker on it that I kept saying I wanted a new cover? I found it, and it was $1, so I bought it. No barcode. This is an old one. Older one. I don't remember the barcode year. I know some of you say it. Well, it says 1977. So maybe they started the barcodes in the 80s. But yeah, so I got this one because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's that cover that I don't have. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I checked this one really good for writing, only because I'm only going to make one of these because I only have one good cover. So, yeah. And then this one, this cover is in need of repair. Can you see that one is, see it's split? But I thought it does have a barcode. It was $1. Its copyright is 1957. It does not have a printing date. So I don't know when this was, but really cute. All the little kittens. I just thought this was really cute. And then I Like to Live in the City. Now these ones are going to need some TLC on the cover. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll do something. I was thinking about putting like maybe a fabric corner and then covering it with a metal book corner. Something like that to kind of dress it up. But I'll have to see when I get there. Excuse me. This one again was $1. This was another one I had never seen. It says it was copyrighted in 1970. So this is a later story, I guess you'd say, than some of the other ones. And here's the bunny book. Guys, remember the bunny book I had that was missing its back? Look at that back. It was missing its back. This one does not have a barcode. It's kind of messy on the back here. And on this one, the cover's messed up. So I figured if I combined, or, you know, whatever, I have now another version of this. And what was really nice about it is this is the last page in this one too. So I'm pretty sure I have two complete copies. And see how this one has coloring like crayon on it? I can make one bunny book journal and I can use some of these, like maybe I cut, maybe I make a pocket out of this, or, you know, a tag or something to go in the book. So this, I'll use one to make the book out of the pieces that I have. And then I'll use the pages that aren't messed up to make ephemera. That was my thought behind buying that one since it was only $1. So yes, I bought more golden books. As much trouble as I had making the Mickey one that you saw my final flip through, I still love doing it. and it hasn't discouraged me. It was my first one, so I'm hoping for a better outcome in the next one as I stand here spinning around trying to figure out what to do with those books. Okay, now, first of all, this and why I bought it. It was at the antique store, so it wasn't like I got this whole box of paper for $1 or $5. It was $14. So, but they're from the 60s. They're military forms that a guy that sells old military stuff, paraphernalia, on his section had up for sale. The whole box was $14. And I really liked the box, guys. I mean, well, I didn't like the box, but I liked what was in it. So looking at these, I said, okay, these would make, and there's all different ones. So these are, they're perfect. I folded this one at the perforation. These ones are, let's measure them. So these ones are 8 by 5 3/4. And if you fold them, they're 8 by 5. So if you take this perforated piece off, or you fold it over and make it like a thin tuck or something like that. But my thought behind these cards was to treat them like guest checks and make like collage on them. Challenge myself to alter these to use as ephemera. Okay, so that's what I thought I would do with these. And I'm probably going to go through and watch a bunch of you decorate guest checks and bingo cards, because I also have a box of bingo cards around here somewhere. And I'm going to get ideas, and I'm going to get ephemera, and I'm going to get paper, and I'm going to decorate all these cards up. Now, these ones are a little bit different. And I have a very small stack of this one, whatever this is. These ones are 6 and not quite a half by wait, that's 8ths, right? Yeah. Okay, and then it's 9 and a half. So 6 and a half by 9 and a half, about. So these would be big cards, and these are, I think, similar. So these are 6 and 7/8 by 9 and a half. So, and there's a whole stack of these. So I got a bunch of these. And they can be trimmed. I mean, you can get them down to, like, I might trim the holes off, in which case this comes down to 5 and 15/16 actually, but 7/8, 6-ish, something like that, depending on where you cut that. So I got a whole bunch of those. And then these, guys, this was a ton of fun because I want to put this stuff in journals. But these are, does anybody remember the phrase, fill out your forms in triplicate? So these are from 1967. They're dated. I've got other ones in here that are dated 1962. This one says 1960. This says 64 on it. 1 January 64, but it says 1967 up there, so I don't know. But anyway, it's got the same form in 3 layers. This one is kind of a thin, translucent paper. And then there's carbon paper, unused carbon paper. I want to put this in journals, guys. And then there's another piece that's about the weight of maybe a heavy copy paper, slightly heavier than the copy paper we normally use, but still just paper. And then another piece of carbon, and then a lightweight cardstock. So it's the same form in 3 different paper weights. And there's a ton of them. And then there were only 2 of these pink ones. They are also in triplicate, and it's that lightweight pink paper. And then this is the instructions. It's got all the little symbols you're supposed to use on these forms and where you're supposed to use them. So instructions for filling out the forms, I guess. But I saw this box of forms and I was like, this would make really cool paper for inside, for in journals, and for making ephemera out of. And yeah, so here it is, my big find. This is going to take us a few minutes. I hope you can stay with me through the whole thing. We're going to go through this whole suitcase. The suitcase itself came with it. I was looking through it because it's a suitcase full of trim. I'll go ahead and open it. You've already seen the inside. It's a suitcase full of trims and ribbons and things like that. I was looking at them because like I saw this one and I wanted to buy it. So I was trying to figure out how much it was and I couldn't find anything and I couldn't find anything. And then finally I saw a tag right there. There's the plastic piece hanging off of here. And the tag said entire suitcase, $16 for the whole thing, including the suitcase. And this is one of those old, I don't know if this was a suitcase or a makeup kit or what these were, but, or overnight suitcase maybe. But when I actually get a real craft room, I want to put this up on a shelf and like stick stuff in it to decorate. I love this suitcase. So anyway, let's get to this because this is going to be a big project, guys. I'm going to make myself some room. Oh, look, something escaped. So we have things like this in it. I'm going to make myself some room here and we are going to go to it. Oh, also sitting off to the side before I get into this, see this sewing pattern I got, it was included in the suitcase. This is from, I got to get new magnifiers, guys. I got to step up a magnification. 1965. Look at the clowns. I like the illustrated ones. Okay. But also in this same, this was at the antique store and this same person, she does a lot of clothes and sewing notions and stuff like that. There was this stack of antique patterns or vintage patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for $4. Right? So check this out. Now, obviously this one was on the bottom. They were tied together with this twine. Hot pants. Anybody remember hot pants? I should come over here over top of the suitcase. Hot pants. These are the ones I don't know how I'll use the photographs. I mean, I'm sure there will be a way to do it. I like the illustrations better. This one is got some gnawing, and it is from 1971. Okay, and then we have this one. Oh, this is very Nancy Drew right here to me. So we have this one, and it is 1956. I think that's the oldest year I could find. I'm not saying it's the oldest one here, because some of them don't have years on them. But it's the only oldest marked one I could find. This one is really cute. Again, this is a photograph. The rest of them I think are illustrated. This one is from 1971. It's really cute. It's for the... Oh, well, it's for the skirts, the suspenders, the pockets, and the bag are all supposedly in here. Well, I don't know how much of it's left. This was a very interesting way to do this, I thought, because she's holding up that picture in a spot that wouldn't cover up her face, but there's no rest of her. Anyway, I thought the pattern was cute. Now, something I noticed was some of these ones with the earlier numbers, if they're simplicity, the lower thousands, like 3, don't have a date. It just says Copyright Simplicity Pattern Company, and then it doesn't give a year. So I don't know how old this one is. It's 50 cents though, which falls in line with some of the other simplicity patterns of the 60s time frame. That one that's marked 50s that I think is my oldest one is a McCall's, and it's 45 cents. So I don't know. Okay, here's an higher number simplicity, really cute patterns. Pictures. And then this one is 1969. Okay, so really cute. And here, this one's 45 cents. This is a simplicity with a low number, and it does not have a date. So I don't know if maybe in the 60s they started putting dates on them. Maybe this is a 1950s pattern. It is 45 cents. That could be 50s, the aprons. Here's another simplicity. I like the like little girl version and then the big girl version of the outfit. I think that's cute. This one is from 1966. This is a very fragile envelope. This one's been eaten away by whatever eats paper that's been stored for too long. This one's $1, so this one's moving up in the world. This is from 1971. Look at the pantsuits, the bell bottoms. There's an ice cream cone on the back of her jacket. I mean, this is definitely 70s. So, and then this. Look at the little wrap dress. How cute is that? 1968. Really cute. And then this one. Also 50 cents. This is a lower thousands number. This does not have a date. So this could be late 50s, early 60s also. But I got these and I love the fact that they're all old and they're all illustrated well for the most part. Let's go through this. So up here in the pocket, we have some snaps. Well, at least half a snap. There's no tops. We have, what was that? Did you see that? Buttons. Oh, that's one of those faux leather buttons. Yeah, it's plastic. And here's just a little plain. This is a metal embroidery. I think it's an embroidery hoop. I'm afraid to pull it apart though, because like the ones today, you unscrew them and then you can tighten them back together. This one looks like it's spring loaded, so I'm kind of worried. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? This looks like, oh, there's a lot of pins in the bottom of this. I better be careful. Oh, it's torn. A lot of dust comes up out of these. These are some old brown shoelaces. I think my grandmother used to own a pair of shoes that these would go in. And then I think this is white shoelace, but it doesn't have the, what are they called? Epaulettes or something like that. These little tips. Anyway. I don't remember. Okay, and we have this. This is weird. It feels like somebody went to the laundromat and asked for extra starch. Oh no, it's got a coating on the back. I wonder if this is iron-on. Or ironed together, or there's a piece missing. But there's no wrapper, so I can't. It kind of smells like vinyl. You know what this would be good for, though? You could cut like little, because it's stiff. Because of this coated back. You could like stamp on the fabric or something and then use these as pockets or tags. Like cut it up into... Thinking. I might have to clean it first, though. All right, let's break into it. What do we got here? So we've got this blue ruffle, and then we've got this kind of threaded. Am I doing this where you can see it? I feel like I need to. And we've got this. This almost feels like it would go on the edge of a pillow or something. I don't know. We have this little ball of, that feels like pantyhose, guys. The background of that. But the flowers, this is really cute. Okay. Oh, I can feel it already. My hands. This is cute. Look at that. Can you guys see? Should I like get a piece of paper and... Does that make it better or worse? I don't know. But for some of them, I don't want to like unpin them. Because then they're all going to come unraveled. I mean, as it is, I'm going to have to... That one's pink flowers. I like that a lot. Move that back over there. Okay, this is kind of an eyelet, but not... It's got that same flower, but it's not a... I don't know what to call this fabric. Got a lot of space between the holes. I mean, never mind. Okay, let's see what's on this one. Oh, that's kind of nice. Pastel. And then we have this one that is kind of a, oh, that's kind of braided. You see that? It's kind of a braided thread. Okay, and then we have, oh, that is a rusty pin. I don't know if I can get that out of there. Oh. Okay, that's going in the trash. Before I stab myself with it. It even got rust on the fabric. Okay, so we have this one. I like that. It's like white and black with gold. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the rust out of it. So every so often there's going to be like a little dot of rust. And then there's this one. I like this one. This is like, you know those lace with the holes, then they string ribbon through it? But this is crocheted, and instead of ribbon, it's like 8 strands of thread of some sort. See how they're separate pieces? It's 8, no, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Almost like they strung a big thing of, I don't know. I would say embroidery floss, but it doesn't, I don't know. I like it though. Ooh, seam binding. This is the stuff that you can get wet, crinkle. This is dyeable. It's not a color. I'm going to set that up off by itself. Pink rickrack. This is kind of like when I had that video where I flipped through all the wallpaper books. And it took forever. Yeah, that's going to be going through this box. So I hope you'll stick with me. I hope you have fun watching these. I like seeing all this trim. I'm excited I get to go through this box. Like I said, when I was in the store, I thought it was going to be one of those things where you had to buy, like pick a few and buy them. Here's some more seam binding. I'm pretty sure this is seam binding. Crunch it all up in a ball. You're supposed to get it wet, right? What is this? This is a ball of satin ribbon. I could tie stuff shut with this. It's kind of nice. Shiny on one side, not on the other. Okay, and here's a strip of velvet. Well, I don't know if it's real velvet, but... and here's some bias tape. Yellow bias tape. Look at that. A whole roll of whatever this is. This almost looks like those strips they make those, like the embroidered fabric that they make those suspenders on the German, lederhosen. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Maybe not. Ow. There's a pin in there. That's just what it reminds me of. I'm not saying that's what that is, but that's what it reminds me of. Here's 2. This is nice. I really like that. This is neat too. But this gold and white, that's really nice. I like that one. Here's some that's just kind of simple but orange. This almost reminds me of, and I think there's another one in here I saw when I was just taking a cursory look. You take this white part and it goes between, on a seam, and it goes between the 2 pieces of fabric, and then just the orange sticks out as trim. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a seamstress, so I don't know. But that's what that looks like you would do with it. Look at all of that. I'm going to have to hand wash this. Something about putting a big long strip of rickrack in my washing machine sounds like disaster to me. But it definitely needs washing. I mean, it looks dirty. I mean, it also looks old, but it looks dirty. Here's some more bias tape. I'm assuming they're both bias tape. Maybe I should take it apart and find out. Yes, they're both bias tape. So black bias tape. Needles? Needles. From your Baltimore Life Insurance Company. Sure, why not? And then we have, oh, this is needles too. Coats and home craft needles. Made in England. You guys are famous for needles over there. Upholstery needles, or these are some sort of specialty needles. Upholstery needles, maybe? I don't know. This is just some elastic. All right, back to some fun stuff. Look at that. This is kind of the crocheted or the like cotton thread. We have this. I like this color. This is it almost reminds me of a 4-leaf clover, but it's not. It looks like a little 4-petal flower because it's got a center. These flowers, I love these. I think these are great. Because you can cut these apart. So like I could use these individually. Where'd my scissors go? Just want to cut one off here. Yeah, look at that. Aren't they cute? They're cute. I like them. Okay, and then we have, what do we have here? Can I get an end? No. It looks torn. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's an end. It looks torn, like it's separating from itself up there in spots. Or maybe it's supposed to do that. I don't know. Further in it doesn't. So. Oh, look at these. Here's some more. Oh, guys, you know what? Look. Look at these little mini buttons I've got. Can you see that? That's so cute. I might have to glue them or stitch them or something. Uh-oh, I lost that one. I'll have to find it when I clean up. I might have to go and get all those mini buttons out of there and put them on the centers of these flowers. I don't know how good I would be at stitching them. I mean, it's not hard. It's 2 holes, but I'm all thumbs. So here's some Growgain. All right, there's 2 kinds of off-white lace on here. So we got that one. And then we've got this one. Oh, I like that. Can you see that? Yeah. I keep looking over at my computer screen to see if it's visible. Oh, this bag has this nice wide stuff in it. That's nice. That'll be good for clusters and stuff like that. And then we've got this. Huh. They almost remind me of hearts, or if you turn them this way, they look like, I don't know, something. They remind me of something, and I can't think of what. But you can cut them apart or use them in strips. It's a whole bag of it. I'm going to stick this back in here just because. Limited space. Wow, there's a lot of that. Look, what's this one? That's pretty. Is that what was on that other thing? Do these match? Kinda. So it's the same pattern, but this one's not framed on 2 sides. So it's got the line there, but it's not framed at the bottom, whereas this one is framed on both sides. But it's the same lace pattern in the middle. That's kind of funny. There's a lot of that one. Okay. Oh, and these. This was one of the ones, like I said, I saw this one, and this was one of the ones I was going to try and purchase until I figured out that I get the whole box. I like this. This is more of those swirly flowers. Not exactly the same. More spacing. And then these dark purple ones are different. So yeah, again, I'm more inclined to use these individually. So I don't know, we'll see, but that's kind of my inclination, is to use them individually. And then there's this, which, what is this? Okay, this looks like it was connected to more of this, because there's fabric between the scallops, and then this looks like it was cut off of something scalloped or torn off of it or something. I don't know, but I like the edging. This would be one of those things where I take this fabric and I glue this down, and then I put cover paper over top of it, and then this just hangs off the edge. That's what I would do with it, or what I will do with it, or whatever. Pipe cleaners. Don't know what I'll do with those. Oh, look. Look at those with the little pink centers. Those are cute. And then this looks like shoelace or bootlace or something. It doesn't have the ends, but that's what it looks like, lace, a lace of some sort. Okay. Ooh. That is a ring. Guys, it's like an infinity scarf. I wonder what this was supposed to be. That's kind of cool. If anybody knows what this was supposed to be. It's crocheted. It's coming apart in some spots, so I'll have to be careful with it. But I like that. Here's some black mini rickrack. I feel like I want to put all the rickrack together. Oh, this is just this little piece. That's pretty, with the circle pattern in it. You see that? You might not be able to. There. That's probably better because everything below it's dark. Yeah. Here's some green rickrack. Lots of rickrack. Oh, look at this rickrack. Hold on. It's like two rickracks sewn together, but they're not the same kind of, they're kind of, I don't know how to describe it, guys. They're kind of puffy, and the puffiness allows it to stretch a little bit. It's not exactly elastic, but it's a little bit stretchy. But it's kind of neat. I would classify that as a rickrack. Sure. Over here in the rickrack pile. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, loopies. Loopies. This again looks like some of that stuff that you would trap between a seam and then just let the loops stick out. Look at that. The little triple flower sets. These would be cute. Oh no, it's a flower and it looks like leaves or something sticking out. That's really cute. And then here's another version of that crocheted border in red. I think we did some of that earlier. I don't know. I don't see it in my pile. I'm not going to dig. There's plenty of this to go through. Oh, here's some more of those little flowers. So I've got them in the lavender that we just saw. And then there's the white, yellow, and beige. Am I doing this over here off film? Here, sorry. Guys. So white, beige, and yellow. And then in here is this kind of curlicue trim in navy blue. That's really neat. Reminds me of waves or water or something. Oh, look at these. This looks like this is 2 trims for the price of 1, because I will cut that right down that middle and use this ribbon piece up here and leave this ribbon to trim this ruffle. The dust, guys, the dust. Oh, single flower. Oh, that one's blue. I thought it was off that pink strip, but that one's blue. I don't know if I have any. I haven't seen any more blue ones. What do we got here? Bias tape and I don't know, seam binding maybe. This looks like bias tape, but it's thinner. It's a little bit thinner than. Oh, this looks like seam binding. I don't have any of the real nylon or whatever that fabric silk. These are bias tape, the cotton. This is wide bias tape. I mean, it's the strips of fabric with the folded edges, so I'm assuming this is, or maybe it's supposed to, I guess you could fold it in half and make double bias tape. Oh, here's a big thing of ribbons. So I got a light blue satin ribbon, a dark blue satin ribbon thinner. Ouch. I hate those pins. Well, you can see what's on there. So it's all satin ribbon, just different widths and colors. I'm trying not to go too. See, we're already up to 40 minutes, guys. All right, so, oh, I like that. Look. And then this is really cute. The light blue with the little daisies. I love that. I only have a little bit. I'm hoarding that. I don't know what I'll use it for. And then there's these. I thought they were elastic, but they're not. I thought I was going to get some elastic cords, you know, so you could make some of those stretchy closures. You know, you got to quit making videos when you can't speak. Okay. Barbie clothes? Homemade Barbie clothes? I don't know. All right. I don't know what I'll do. Wait, here's some more. Although that's 2 pairs of shorts. I don't know. Okay, this looks like light blue grosgrain ribbon. A roll of it. That feels like seam binding, guys. A whole roll of blue. I love that blue. And then here's some more grosgrain ribbon. This one's not pinned. And here's some more grosgrain ribbon. And then we got this tucked under the side and stuck in here. What is this? Soft stretch elastic. How about no stretch elastic? This is not stretchy. Maybe it has dyed over time. But right now all it is kind of a shiny blue, whatever you want to call that. I will probably use this for like policy closures or something like that. Elastic. What is this? Ooh. Clasps. I don't know what these ones are for. And these ones are missing their hooks. It says brass. Anyway. Oh, here's another spool of that thin seam binding type stuff in a lighter blue. Love it. Love it. Love it. Look at that. That's shiny. All right, here we have some more rickrack. We got black again, some orange, very little bit of orange, some yellow, and then there's this. It's kind of a, I don't know, polyester something. I don't know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something, and I can't put my finger on it. Sorry about that. My daughter came down here for school help. Okay, so more of the flowers. I love the flowers, guys. Okay, there's 2 other ones on here. So there's this really thin, delicate light blue trim, and then there's something under here that I can't. Hold on, see if I can sneak it out of there. There we go. That's really cute. I am so looking forward to figuring out where to use. Ow! Keep stabbing myself with these pins. Oh, here's more of this. I have a ton of that. Here's more of these. I welcome a ton of those. Okay, here's some lace. I don't want to pull too hard, I'll tear it. You see that? And then this. I'm trying to get between the layers so that you get one single layer on my fingers. And it takes me a second. Sorry. Without unwrapping it, obviously. I don't want to unwrap the whole. All right, here we got some laces. We got a black. Oh, that's really cute. And then we have this black. Looks like it's got rosettes in it. Maybe. I don't know. And then we've got this white. So yeah. I'm building up my trim collection. This is weird. Okay, so it's a strip of fabric like that. It's got a scalloped edge, which I like. I'm not sure about these points at the top, though. I mean, I suppose I could cover that. But, I mean, depending on what you cover it with, this is a thick seam. Excuse me. So if this was, if you tried to put like just paper over top of that, there would definitely be a lump, a bump, or whatever. Oh, look, a tape measure. Now I can measure round things. Or around things. Okay, grow gain. Kind of an olivey, browny. Oh, this is pretty. I love these embroidered ribbons. I just think they're so neat. And then we got baby red rickrack, green rickrack, and then there's this. This is kind of cool. I wonder if the black part is supposed to be what you... Because it almost feels like seam binding. And it also splits open, it looks like right there. I don't know what purpose that serves. But it's like a hem or a anyway, like if you were to put this between the fabric and sew along here, I couldn't sew a straight line to save my life, so there's no way I could do that. But, and then this would stick out as your trim. I don't know if I'll be able to do that with paper. Maybe if I trim some of this excess off of here. I don't know. I actually like the black stripe on the back. So it's like black and white, and then, so I don't know if I trim it at all. I might just use it like it is. Oh, look, more. Oh, a big one. These are so cool. Look at that ribbon. We're getting down to the bottom, guys. Here's some pink. It's almost like a fine grow gain, or maybe it's a satin. I don't know. And then this is a yellow shiny. These, I'm probably going to end up using these for tying things closed. That's my thought on what those will get used for. All right, here we've got some lace. So we've got this light blue. Not bright. And we've got this, which looks like hearts. And then we've got this pink, which has got kind of a wavy scallop pattern in it. I don't know if you can see the pink against my fingers. I don't know. All right, and then we have these, which are more of this white lace. That must be what that is. I bet this is that seam binding lace that you get in the packages. Where is that stuff? I have a bunch of that up here somewhere. Hold on. I bet that's this. Because these patterns are it's the same. So I bet this was somebody opened a package of seam binding and then wrapped the stuff they didn't use around something. And this is same. And then that big clump of it that I have is just a big thing of seam binding. I don't know. I could be wrong, but... Okay, I want to open this. It says 1 yard. It's got a pin in it. Oh, that's really pretty with a little star or... I don't know. It looks like a star. That's the first thing I thought of. Like an asterisk. It says there's a yard in here. It's kind of sheer. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, more seam binding. This is the crinkly stuff. This is... None of this is elastic that looks like elastic. The only reason I keep saying that is because I thought it would be kind of cool to be able to make some of those, you know, where you connected at 2 spots and then it comes up and loops over a button or something. This is seam binding in yellow. 3 yards of it, unopened. Ooh, what do we got here? Is it a medicine cap? I'm never going to get it off. Isn't that what they say? Medicine caps are adult proof. they're hooks. Not the eye, just the hook. I don't think there's any eyes in there. Maybe there's a container of eyes in here somewhere. I wonder if you could use these as closures. Like if you found a way, if you could attach them to the page and then tie a loop of fabric and then you just loop it through the hook. I'd have to try that. Put those up there as a reminder. Oh, pin. I'm going to stab myself. Rusty, go in the trash. Okay. Ah, elastic. So I can make some of those loopy closure, elastic, stretchy things after all. Yeah. Did you get that description? Write that down. Oh, here's some more seam binding lace. Ooh, that's pretty green. And then I've got this green. Ooh, I like that green. Oh, guys. This box was so worth it. This is what I'm talking about when I say I don't need to go out shopping. Because I go and I find these big things. And then I have a ton of something. And I don't need to buy anymore. Like those wallpaper books. I have a ton of wallpaper. But I keep buying wallpaper. There's some more of that. I think we found some of this earlier, right? This is red seam binding lace. And this is black seam binding. A lot of seam binding in this box. Which is cool because I didn't have any. Oh. This is neat. Except for the lace kind. I had some of this. I bought it as lace to use as lace borders, but I didn't have any like... That's really neat. That'll be fun to use to decorate stuff. Look at that. This is very soft. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm trying to find... Sorry, I don't mean to... It's not like you need to see through it. I'm just trying to feel out how thin it is. It's kind of thin. It's not a thick ribbon. I like it though. It's pretty. This is a pretty color. And it goes really well with that. Oh, maybe that's why I put them on here together. But you could glue this down and then glue it like that ribbon over it and it would look so cute. Look. Oh, guys, that is so cute. It's a set. Here's some more ribbon. I've got a ton of ribbon. And here's, this is that stuff I was talking about where it looks like you sew the white in and then the blue sticks out. Somebody who sews, tell me if I'm like totally off base. Because that wouldn't shock me either. Okay, here's some blue. I like the pattern in that one. I know I'm like fingering things. I'm just trying to... Some more Grosgain. Didn't we already do... Oh, yeah, we did. Different width. So I thought I was losing it. Some purple little loopy stuff. I like the little loops. I don't know why. Just... Whoops. Okay. I guess this one's next. So there's that. That's really cute. And then this. I love this. With the roses. And it's got the sheer strips on either side and then the loops. I love that. I don't have a lot, guys. That's another hoard. Stars. Look at the stars. There's not a lot of that. I was thinking they would be really cool as individually, like with the flowers. But if I wanted to use any of it as a stripe or together as a strip, there's just not a lot there. And then there's this. That's really cute. And then these. These again will be probably closure cords or something. Oh, here's more of the ladybug stuff. We had the red. That's cute. And I like this. It's another one of the embroidered ones. It's like a tulip. Guys, more rickrack. So I got blue rickrack and yellow rickrack, and then more of this red crocheted stuff. We did do some of this, didn't we? Again, I feel like I'm losing it. This pile is growing. And then tan curlicue stuff. Okay, so there's these. There's this thin stuff. I think we saw some of this earlier, a separate piece all by itself. And then there's this in green. We just saw this in blue. So, yeah. Oh, here's a strip of that fabric that looks like the lace got cut off of that side or something. I don't know. Oh, this is really cute. Look at that. You see the flowers? Once again, not a lot of that. Here's some just navy blue scalloped lace. Oh, here's another piece of this that I said I was gonna take a ribbon and keep a ribbon, or take a ribbon off the ruffle and keep a ribbon on the ruffle. Oh, and down here the ruffle ends. So it like stops there. Nope. Interesting. I have to find the other piece. It's around here somewhere. Okay, and then we have, ooh, a whole thing. That even says seam binding on it. Look at that. Navy blue seam binding. It says 5 yards. Something tells me there's not 5 yards left on here. Here's, oh, nope, don't do that. Some more rickrack. We got baby red and baby black. I got a lot of baby black rickrack now. Oh, here's some more seam binding in yellow. I can't wait to sort through and see all my seam binding now. I actually am going to take all of, ouch. You know, I'm staring right at it and I still slid my finger across it. I am going to take all of the seam binding. Oh, that's one of my things I'm going to do. I'm going to hand wash it and I'm going to crumple it up and I'm going to let it dry like that. This is bias tape. So it's basically just brown cotton material. Oh, and here's a package of, look, 10 cents. Wonder how old that is. Because I think rickrack now is what? Like 3 something, 4 something? It's too bad they don't copyright this stuff like they do books, because I'd be curious to know what the year on this was. But, because I'm thinking on some of these that are really old with the little numbers on there where it's like not a lot of money for the wrapping that's inside. Like this one says 39 cents. I don't know if that's real old, but this one definitely, I'm going to keep that as a vintage label. That's going to go in a book or on a piece of ephemera or something. The label. Anyway, okay, here's a white button. Add to my button collection. Are we down to the last of it? We are down to the last of it, guys. Okay, here's a little strip of the pink daisy things. And then we have this lace. Oh. I thought it was going to be, and I guess it could be, this end is actually, am I doing this way over here? Can you see this? Can you see this over here? This end is actually cut in the pattern of the flowers. And then these two, they all have a top seam. So you could cut this into strips. I don't know if I'm going to fussy cut it, but you could cut it into strips. I mean, the gauzy, the really thin gauzy lace looks neat sticking out of, you know, clusters, and it adds texture to stuff. So I don't know that I would. And then we have this. Okay, we have. Okay, so we got this pink with the holes in it. This is the stuff that you could weave something through, maybe. I don't know, though. And then we have this. This is upholstery, right? And this one. Oh, that's got a kind of upholstery fringe. And then there's this one. Did I do that so that you could see it? Or did I do it so that you're looking at my hand and I'm looking at it and you can't see it? So there you go. And then this one. I love it when I'm doing the looking and I'm not actually sharing. So brown, I think. That looks like a dark brown. And then there's pink and white. And then there's this peach color. And then we have this white one in between. All right. We are over the hour mark, guys. And then last, and definitely least, because these are not my favorite in the box. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Who knows? I might end up making a journal and go, oh, you know what would be perfect? But yeah, this looks like shoelace to me, or something you would put in a boot or something. So I don't know. These cards are really nice, though. I'm definitely going to use these. The ones that are in better shape that I can get off of here, I'll probably like not use that piece because it's a glue or something on there. But I will definitely be using this. It's like, that'll make good cards, right? Let's make sure we don't have anything else in here. There's some pins I need to dump in the trash, and something for warning you away from the IRS. Well, not warning you away. Take advantage of an IRA before you contact the IRS. Anyway, okay. So this was fun, guys. This was another one of those antique hauls that was mega fun. I loved doing it. I loved all the stuff I found. Now I got to get it all back in this box because it's cluttering up my craft space. But I hope you stick with me. I know it's a long one. I know it's another one of those. Because every time I go to the antique store, I feel like I find things that we need to like sort through together. Flip through. I want to show you all the stuff. And so it ends up taking forever. But I hope you stuck with me. I hope you had a lot of fun. And I will see you guys on the next Thrifty Thursday. Bye-bye.